lifelong martial artist himself, has come back into the fighting life of Frank. You know, I guess, Joe, this is the night of camp changes and guys looking for new avenues to improve. Frank Mir was with Ken Hahn for a long time. He left Striking Unlimited, and as I said, his father, along with Jimmy Gifford and some of the members of Mark Delagrati's team, have really helped to sharpen the striking of Frank Mir.
Well, I think the loss of Brock Lesnar has really awakened the beast inside of Frank Mir. We saw in the countdown show, the strength and conditioning program of Frank Mir, the first one he's ever undergone. And you see the gains that he's making. 265 pounds now with low body fat. He looks huge. And that's what he's going to need for the big boys in this division. His grappling has always been tremendous, and we've seen his striking improve, of course, with the Nogueira stoppage. He looked outstanding on his feet in that fight.
Frank Mir said for the first time he has separated his strength and conditioning from the rest of his workouts. Stepping in to the Harley-Davidson prep point, Frank said before, I'd hit the pads and I'd work some cardio after, maybe do some abs, some light lifting. Now, though, there's strength and conditioning separate from his grappling, separate from his striking practice.
Well, at the elite level of the sport, you have to do everything in order to compete. There's just no shortcuts. There's no ways around it. You see that man behind him, Robert Drysdale, top-notch jiu-jitsu instructor, working with him on his jiu-jitsu and his ground game. Frank's sporting some new ink on his back.
His boxing coach, Jimmy Gifford. Jimmy Gifford told me Frank's going to look for some head movement early, but first opportunity, make no mistake, Frank Mir's going to look to take this fight to the ground.
He's got some serious new tattoos on his back.
Win or lose, Mir's fights, at least historically, Joe, have never lasted too long. Only one of his 16 career bouts has made it past the second round. Of his 13 UFC fights, the average length is just 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Well, Frank is one of the rare large men that is really good off of his back. And the reason why he's so good off of his back is because he's a very intelligent guy. He knows that he's bigger than most guys, and he can put most guys on their back. But what happens when a guy puts him on his back? Well, he became deadly from his guard. He's a very tactical guy.
Frank Mir has earned more wins by submission than any heavyweight in UFC history.
You can really see in his physique, Mike, all the dense muscle that he's put on throughout his back and shoulders. The real question is, will that slow him down? Will that take away at all from his conditioning? I don't think it will because of the way he put it on and what he did to put it on. He went through a program, a strength and conditioning program, not just lifted weights, but tried to build up his muscular endurance in the process.
And trust me, while he will not look past tonight's opponent, Czech Congo, the reason he's putting on that muscle is because his fight life right now is all about revenge, all about another battle against UFC heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight collision is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. 30-year-old American, 34-year-old Frenchman, 6'4", 6'3", about the same. And now look how much bigger Mir is going to be than Congo, who weighed in officially yesterday, 239. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. With our official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the